Hey everybody, this is Perch. The Man of Steel trailer, final trailer. I don't know. A new trailer dropped. Maybe it's a final trailer. I don't. I've been suckered too much by that. I don't know about you, where it's like it's the final trailer, and then it's like except for the 20 TV spots will do, which will be mostly like what you've seen, but also a little different. And it's like I don't know. I'm starting to get to a point, and I'm not sure this would be a good idea, but I'd be curious where the movie comes out like it's a trailer, and then the Superman logo is there, and maybe some music, and then the voiceover is like, "We're not going to show you anything. Just show up to the theater. You'll see it then." And, and just there. That's it. No trailer. I understand that wouldn't be a good marketing approach. I understand that a lot of your audience is made up for people who are not big time comic fans, and they need to see this stuff to whet their appetite and get them excited and everything else. But I would like to see a movie just try with the, you know what, you're going to get complete surprise. You're just everything you see is going to be seeing for the first time when you step in that theater, and we're going to try that. I would be curious. I mean, I don't know. I think once you've seen a lot of movies and a lot of shows, I think you kind of start to get that way of like, I don't want to, because you've seen enough of how these things go and you understand the formulas. So as you're watching the trailer, your brain's automatically kind of stitching together how the scenes are going to be. And then you're like, and I don't know. Again, maybe this is just me. And right now everybody's like, what the F is he talking about? But I've come to really dislike it when I'm in the theater and then a scene starts that was in the trailer, and it was a longer scene. It's not just like a picture of, the Invisible Woman looking surprised for a second. It's actually, it's like a 5 or 6 second section in the trailer, uncut. And so it starts up in the movie when you're actually watching the movie, and you're like, I know you already know the joke. What's going to happen. It takes me out of it. I don't like it. But anyway, it's kind of like, well, I mean, this isn't a good example because the movie is absolutely awful. But that Minecraft movie, the chicken jockey bit, I like that whole scene was excruciating for me because I'd seen it already before stepping into the theater, and I was already pissed off by the time I got that scene, so it didn't help. Anyway, the Man of Steel trailer has dropped, the Superman trailer, I should say. And people online are going nuts for it. Like, this is the Superman. I mean, Rob Liefeld, I have not seen him this excited since, I don't know. I like Levi Jeans offered him another commercial. He is just so pumped. And on one hand, it's exciting to see people excited. It is you're like, oh, it's cool. You get rally behind something. And that's cool. And a lot of other people are like, oh my God, this is where it is. A lot of the YouTubers who are critics are just super horny for this film. It's just erections everywhere. They're just so excited. It looks great. Everything is wonderful. I can already tell you guys can sense the butt coming. The butt in this case, I feel like I should make a crude joke about porn star here. The butt coming is that it doesn't feel genuine to me. Now, I can't see inside people's heads and hearts, of course, and maybe it is and all the rest. But the problem I have is that too many of this is great, this is how you do it, is followed up with a sentence like, are you taking notes, Marvel? This is going to crush the Fantastic Four. Ironheart who? I mean, in fairness, that last one, sure. But it doesn't feel like people are loving this trailer because they're genuinely excited and it's inspiring them. The music is good. They're standing up in their chair. They're getting all the childhood memories of tying a red towel to your back and pretending like you're flying around in the yard as a kid. Like, none of that. It feels way too much like this is, okay, we're in the middle of the culture war here, and Marvel, Disney equals bad. Princess is bad, Disney bad, Marvel bad, woke, bad woke. And Superman, it's like other big blockbuster equals Superman. I'm gonna back Superman. The enemy of my enemy is my friend. It feels too much like that. It doesn't feel genuine to me. And it may be, I'm not, people can be who they are, and I'm not calling anybody a phony here, Um, but I guess I have a different perspective. In both trailers, the Superman trailer and the Fantastic Four trailer, there are scenes that I think are really good. There are scenes that I think are like, all right. And then there are some scenes that are, I don't know, annoying to me. I have a dog. I liked I like Crypto. I have nothing against Crypto. The long drawn out scene of kind of comedy of Crypto kind of fucking around with Superman before he finally kind of drags him off. I didn't care for. Uh, but it's here. That felt too much like James Gunn doing a James Gunn bit to me. That's how it felt. On the other hand, Superman flying around. I don't like the weird Lois and Clark argument in the new one where she's like, "I'm gonna." It's there's just too much of it. It's like reporters are hard boiled, and I'm gonna ask you the tough questions, even though I'm dating you. I'm asking you the tough questions, and Superman's like, "Fuck you, Lois." I mean, anyway, there's a little too much of that. Um, I don't need to see a movie to tell me that journalists are strong and brave and as much Superman as Superman. I just no, thank you. Um, so but I'm looking forward to the movie. Legitimately, I'm giving you some things that I don't know rolled eyes on, but I will show up on opening weekend and I will watch that movie and I'm gonna enjoy. I'm looking forward to it. Very much looking forward to it. I'm also looking forward to Fantastic Four. I'm gonna show up and watch that one. I'm hoping that I'm going to come out of both theaters with a, happy to overjoyed experience. I'm looking for just entertainment with the hopes that I'm going to get more. That's where I'm at with both those films. I'm good if both those films succeed, and I just don't want to play a game of one has to fail for the other to succeed, or I hope one wins so it crushes the other one. I just look I don't know how some of this feels like old school tribal DC versus Marvel. Like there was a time, certainly in the 90s, where in the comic shop you would get people who, when there was bad news from Marvel, like when the Image guys left, the DC fans are coming in like all chest puffed up, like, ha ha ha, how do you feel now, you little bitch? Marvel doesn't have any of their artists anymore. How do you like that? Huh? How do you like them apples? So you like them apple? How do you like it? There's a little bit of that. And then, vice versa. It's like, when Heroes Reborn came out, the Marvel guys were like, oh, look at this. Came crawling back to Marvel. Didn't ever go to your shitty company. How about that? Huh? How do you like that? And then, of course, they read Heroes Reborn. It's like, okay, never mind. Sorry. I apologize for all the comments that I made. That did not age well. Anyway, but I don't, it doesn't feel like that this time. It truly feels like Disney must die. Therefore, non-Disney thing equals good, inspiring, great. It just feels the dramatic over the top love for this film does not feel authentic to me. Maybe it is, but it doesn't feel there. Um, and in general, I mean, this is where I think regardless of whether you still love the MCU, you're all in on it, whether you got superhero fatigue, they've all gone woke, wherever you feel on that spectrum, no pun intended, around these films. To me, there's a slightly different problem afoot, and I think there's going to be a lot of articles written about this down the road, where when you finally get to Doomsday or Secret War, and you've got 8 bazillion Marvel characters on the screen at once. Audiences are one, they're getting tired of that. Here's everybody on the screen like a shotgun blast in the face. And two, the biggest problem that the MCU really has right now is in phase 1, 2, and 3, they got Marvel audiences to care about kind of big characters like Iron Man, Thor, but even small characters. Even characters like, the Guardians of the Galaxy, like Groot. They got audiences to care about a tree creature. And I think in this next phase, the 4, 5, and 6, People are like, "Oh, yeah, I mean, yeah, Scott Lang, Ant-Man, I remember him, I liked him for the first one, I hope that Doctor Strange guy is in this one, I hope he's still around, but Shang-Chi, She-Hulk, is Moon Knight still around? Like, are they still doing stuff with him? I don't know, there's so many characters, and I think you see it with another film that had a trailer drop, which is Ironheart, and you're watching this Ironheart trailer, and I mean, number one, there's a whole level which I talked about years and years ago of, you know, why do we need another Iron Man character? I mean, okay, do we have to? How many Iron characters do we need running around there? It's like, how do you make this story original and unique when you've got multiple Iron Men already? I'm not just talking Tony Stark. You have Rhodey in there, and I mean, eh, Um, but you're watching this and it's like another new hero that you haven't really seen before in the MCU, but briefly in that Black Panther 2 movie. If you watch that, anyway, she's in this, she's got a new series, a series where we're going to get, I mean, how many episodes? Is it 8? I mean, you're like 6 plus hours of screen time telling her story of, doing something that she shouldn't have done, but she did it. And now she's got to make right what she did. And then she got some armor, and you're going to love it. That armor is cool. It flies, but it's sometimes clunky armor. But she'll learn a lesson is what she'll do. That's where this series is going. I, I just, I think audiences, regardless whether she's young black character, old white character, animated cartoon character, you're just, there's a certain amount of, oh my god, it's another new character. Like how many? Like what is even going on? Is Miss Marvel still recruiting new Hawkeye out there? Is the sister of Shang-Chi still a thing? Is she bad now? Is Sharon Carter the leader of the power bro? Like what who's left? What or why how what are all going, what's going on? All these threads. This is, I think, the problem the MCU has. And where I think, when it comes to here's another trailer for another character, you kind of get to the point of like, all right, are we good now? Like, can we tell a story with characters we have? So I think there is that exhaustion, but I don't know. I still hope for good films. I'm not fool enough to believe that 6 hours of Ironheart is going to be enjoyable for me to watch on any level, but I'm hopeful, very hopeful that Fantastic Four, good movie, Superman, good movie, sounds good, and I hope they succeed because they're good. I just want them to succeed because they're good films and we enjoy them, and I don't want it to succeed because it needs to beat the other one or any of that kind of shit. And again, maybe I've got it wrong. But there does seem to be way too many. There's just way too much. The joy seems too much. I was talking to a friend of it. They're like, "Well, I like this trailer." I'm like, "Yeah, yeah, I liked it too." The over the top boners that people were getting, that it just didn't. It didn't feel authentic. Is what she said. Anyway, thanks for listening.